Hi, this is Carl Brooks with Palm Loyal. I'm going to talk about some of the things I don't like about the Palm Pre. I mean, I love the device. It's definitely fit and usable for, just about anybody that wants a smartphone, great browser, great operating system with a QWERTY keyboard. Uh, it's definitely an awesome device, but it's got some things, some minor things that in future devices they would have to address. They went for a rounded look, sort of like a polished river stone, and so they made all of the lines curved, and so there's no sharp edges around the device. So there's some things they had to sacrifice to be able to get that design layout. On the last few devices that Palm has the design, they wanted to have a clean look, and so one of the trade-offs is it's very difficult to get the back door off to be able to change the batteries. It's doable, but it's just a little difficult because again they want to have these clean lines. Even the USB slot where you put the micro USB thing in to charge up your phone to make it a flash drive with your PC is a little difficult. But I've found through experience it's much easier. If you try to pry this thing open, with it closed, it's very hard to do. But if you slide it open, slide the keyboard open, then you could pop this thing open pretty simple, pretty easy there. See that? Just a little tab of plastic. But I think most people, we try to do it with the keyboard closed, and that's a very much harder thing to do. So if you slide it open first, that's a much easier task. I believe that's the same thing with the back door. Now, I actually hadn't taken my back door off, but I can just tell that it's not an easy task to do. And I know that again from prior devices like the Central, the Trio. They're always tough to get these back doors. So I'm not going to mess around with that, because it's very difficult. But the other thing I don't like is when it's open, these edges, like where the mirror is, these are pretty sharp edges there for your thumb. Right here on the side of the keyboard, pretty sharp edges. And there's not a whole lot they could have done with that, I don't think, with this particular design. And the other thing that kind of bugs me is I'm used to working on a Trio, a Central, and a keyboard. This space bar, I'm always pressing the base of this lip here, trying to get the space. I'm pressing in between the lip and the space bar instead of hitting the space bar. And so that took a little getting used to. The power button is in a very awkward position. It's sort of on the corner, and you have to press it. And when you slide open, it'll turn it back on, which is great. But if you want to turn it off here, when it's open, it's very hard to get to that button, especially without looking. And over time, you just realize it's on that corner, and so you can get to it. But I think you want to sort of press it from the top, and that's not where it's at. It's actually on the corner, on the curved corner. So that takes a little getting used to. But those really are the things that I don't really like about it. It could have been done better, but I guess the sacrifice of the shape of it makes for those few little things that are a little wacky. But other than that, it's a wonderful device. You can definitely live with those things. I'm gonna have to wrestle with this door. With these Palm devices, Central, Trio, and this device, it's like the very first time you do it, you don't want to break the device, and it always seems like you're going to, trying to get those things off. And so I'll have to deal with that. That was the same way it felt when I was trying to open this up without the keyboard being open. But once you open that, that's very easy to do. So again, Carl Brooks with Tech Loyal, palmloyal.com. Talk to you later.